Thank you for booking your vacation with Seaside Reservations for your upcoming vacation in Rocky Point. Get ready for a fun, relaxing, and just simply great vacation on the white sandy beach. Rocky Point lies within what is called the free zone, which means visitors' personal vehicles don't require a visa. For more in-depth information, just go to seasidemexico.com and click on Visitor Info button. All visitors driving their own vehicles into Mexico must have Mexican auto insurance. Liability is required. Full coverage is recommended. We recommend purchasing insurance online at seasidemexico.com/insurance. Coming to Mexico is close, safe, and easy. Crossing the Arizona-Mexican border at Lukeville, Sonoita via Arizona 85 is open from 6 a.m. to midnight 7 days a week. Just before crossing the U.S.-Mexican border, U.S. agents will ask you routine questions such as, do you have currency over $10,000 with you? Do you have any firearms or ammunition? They may ask other questions as standard procedure. Don't be nervous and don't act suspicious. Be yourself and answer the questions honestly. They will instruct you when to proceed. Once you drive across the border, there is a random red light, green light system for Mexico Customs inspection. 70% of the time you will get a green light, and you will continue into Mexico with no further questions or customs check. If you get a red light, simply pull into an open inspection parking spot for a routine customs entry inspection by a Mexican customs officer. They will ask you questions about your visit. They may also inspect your belongings. The Mexican government also may have a random checkpoint along the 66-mile highway to Rocky Point. This is standard procedure, just as the U.S. has checkpoints on the north side of the border. Follow these simple steps for planning your trip to Rocky Point. For a map to Rocky Point, visit our Seaside Mexico website at seasidemexico.com. Now it's time to prepare your documentation for the border crossing. You will need a U.S. passport or a passport card. For children under 16, you will need a valid birth certificate for each child, title or registration verifying ownership of the vehicle. A bill of sale is not valid proof of ownership. For leased, rental, or company-owned vehicles, you must obtain a letter from the actual owner authorizing you to take the vehicle into Mexico. Pet vaccination records if you bring your pets with you. All tourists traveling to Mexico have the right to bring with them their personal luggage, duty-free. If you are bringing items into Mexico other than those needed for clothing and hygiene, they must be declared at customs. Other items you can bring into Mexico duty-free with you are recreational gear, 50 cigars, 2 cartons of cigarettes, 3 liters of alcohol, 2 domestic pets per vehicle. Medicine for personal use is authorized. In order to bring prescription medication into Mexico, you must have a valid prescription from your doctor. Import tax may be charged if these limits are exceeded. The list of prohibited items is quite extensive, but the items that should absolutely be left at home include guns and ammunition, more than $10,000 in U.S. currency or equivalent, or other monetary instruments. You must declare this, otherwise you are violating Mexican law. Illegal drugs and/or any controlled substances. This includes medical marijuana. Some food items, especially plants, seeds, or meat products. Cigars and cigarettes, refer to acceptable limits. Once you are in Mexico, make sure you follow road signs and directions. Speed signs are shown in kilometers, that is equivalent to 0.6 miles. This means a speed limit of 90 kilometers an hour is approximately 56 miles an hour. The road from the border to the highway is considered a residential road, and many times children are out playing in the area. It is for this reason the Sonoita police are vigilant about speeding in the area. Please ensure you are driving the speed limit and not exceeding the speed limit. If you get a speeding ticket in Mexico, it is standard procedure to follow the officer to the police station and pay the fine. It is not permitted to pay the ticket to the officer at the traffic stop. The Green Angels, called Ángeles Verdes, are government employees driving green and white trucks who patrol the highway between Rocky Point and the border to help distressed motorists. There are no charges for their services. They patrol sunrise to sunset. To signal them, pull off to the side of the road and raise the hood of your vehicle. Once you have reached Rocky Point, check in at the Seaside office or our Seaside front desk at the resort you are staying at. Once checked in, enjoy the beach, the pools, the activities, shopping, and restaurants. For a list of available activities, visit our website at seasidemexico.com. US dollars and pesos are accepted in Rocky Point. You can also use your Visa and MasterCard credit card or an ATM. The exchange rate varies and is usually between 9 to 12 pesos for a dollar. Make sure to check the current exchange rate at the place of business before you pay. Our final piece of advice is have fun, lots of fun, and don't forget your sunscreen. Rocky Point will provide the atmosphere for a great vacation, and Seaside reservations to make it all possible. When it's time to go home, pack your belongings and retrace your drive. Holidays are hectic times for crossing back into the USA. We recommend spending an extra day to avoid long delays at the border. In your preparation to return home, there are many items you cannot take back across into the USA. These items include fruits and vegetables, plants and seeds, uncanned meats, live birds, Cuban cigars, alcohol in excess of 1 liter, illegal drugs, or medical marijuana. Prescription drugs must be accompanied by a prescription from your doctor. A few items you may want to consider bringing back with you are up to 50 pounds of fish and shrimp. Fresh seafood is available at the harbor waterfront at Rocky Point. At the border, keep your distance between vehicles. Follow the signals and only proceed as instructed. There is a possibility to be inspected by U.S. Customs. When a customs officer asks what you are bringing back with you, we recommend full disclosure. U.S. Department of Agriculture and U.S. Customs have inspection stations at various locations once back in the U.S. and away from the border. Once you have spent a great vacation on our beaches and enjoying the many great restaurants, we guarantee you will come back again and again. Rocky Point will wait for your next visit. Contact Seaside Reservations for a great selection of beautiful resort condos and beach homes. Thank you again for staying with us at Seaside Reservations. We look forward to seeing you again soon.